Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. It's day 7 of the Advent Tournament.
And I'm dressed like a lumberjack.
Oh, it looks nice. Welcome to the Bourbon Van's 2023 Advent Whiskey Tournament, presented by Bull Run Distillery and their extensive award-winning line of craft spirits.
18 here, 32 here.
Let's do this.
Onto the nose.
Like it. No.
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's really oaky. There's some sugariness. It smells like bourbon.
Yeah, we get, as long as it's not wildly offensive on the nose.
Yeah, I feel like the nose grows.
Yeah.
As we sip a little bit more. But
I agree with that.
if I had to guess, just take a wild Julie guess, I'd say glass number 2 smells a bit Tennessee to me.
I think that the same. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that either one of these was Tennessee, but there's been something about this tournament. Every single day I pick up the glass and I go, wow, one of these is definitely going to be Tennessee.
Yeah.
So far, I don't think we've actually revealed a Tennessee.
We have not.
So I suspect that I've been wrong every single day.
It's okay. The colors are beautiful. Cheers.
Cheers.
Day 7. This is really nice. This is, the vanilla and oak was really forefront, then tea. I got a lot of black tea mid and final palate.
A little bit of lemon sort of zestiness there, more like lemon juice, which doesn't sound all that appealing, but it's just like that hint over the sugary backbone there. And with the tea, that's nice.
This is something that really speaks to my palate. I like these kind of notes. It makes me feel like it's either a Willet product or a rye. Yeah. Like I go either way.
Getting some black pepper there too. That's not a note that I give off all often.
I was thinking it's not inherently spicy to me right now, but we'll see what happens on sip 2.
Good mouthfeel. Mm-hmm. Satisfying whiskey. Very satisfying.
I got a little overtaken by a smidge of bitterness on this one.
A little bit.
I'm looking for things that maybe could be a knock against these as I drink through it. I think day 7
you just want to hate something.
No, I know. And day 7 I'm like, I gotta be more discerning early on because otherwise I get too in the weeds at the end of the decision.
And you drain your glass every single time.
Yeah, and then I'm kind of stuck on a feeling.
I'm gonna cleanse my palate of that.
Cleanse your brain of that. I'm gonna say this one made me need to swallow twice. Go ahead. Are you gonna say something about this? Should we sip it again?
What? You're in such a hurry. You're rushing me.
I'm mired in the nuttiness of glass number 2.
There's a little nuttiness, absolutely. Yeah, I have a hunch about what this might actually be.
Love it.
I've been wrong on every single one of my hunches so far in this tournament. So,
ooh, she's a warm one though. She there's heat building all of a sudden.
Vanilla, strawberry, maybe a blueberry there. The nuttiness is there. It's a characteristic of what I think this whiskey is. But it's not what this whiskey is primarily. Primarily, this whiskey is vanilla, oak sweetness, light brown sugar, and some sort of berry, and I want to say blueberry.
I love that. I think that my palate really calls out the nuttiness in some of these whiskeys.
You identify it more than I do.
Just right out of the gate, so that for me, it's like, ooh, I definitely need to drink more of this, because that kind of subsides as I keep drinking. I mean, it's always kind of in there, but I need to dig a little bit deeper on some of these flavors. Sometimes that works in its benefit, sometimes it doesn't.
I'm having a second sip. There's a little bit of spice hanging around here, not a ton else on the finish. I'd like to see more.
See, I like this. I like the second sip way better. Reminds me of like a Knob Creek.
That's where I'm at, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. It has lovely oak. The vanilla is really nice. There's a sugariness to it. There was so much nuttiness on that first sip that I almost was like, if this was a 1-sip challenge, it would have been out for me.
Yeah.
But I had that. I didn't taste it on the second sip. It's quite delicious.
Yeah, it coats just as good as glass 1, if not better. The vanilla is the premier flavor hanging around here on the finish on the second sip. So I'm liking it even better than I did the first time through. Really nice whiskey.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste artificial at all.
No.
These are solid flavors.
Good whiskey.
I like your blueberry note too. That was really nice.
It's nice.
There's something astringent on the nose that is not my favorite here. Ooh,
I do like this whiskey, though. The tobacco showing up is great.
And a lot of strawberry. It
Yeah.
felt like I was like running through a strawberry patch, which I've never done. But it just has a feeling like it's
You gotta
like,
watch out for rabbits.
It's
if you do that.
Oh, those cute little guys.
They used to steal all my strawberries back in Indiana.
Yeah. And if you've ever planted a strawberry plant, you know you can't get rid of it.
No, they spread.
Yeah.
Much like the flavors on my tongue of glass number 1. Another great matchup of really good whiskeys. Again, we keep saying it. These are very good whiskeys.
Yes. So I do have to start thinking about like things that maybe I don't particularly like about these. There is a hint of bitterness on this. So I was getting a little proofiness on the nose, but the finish of this has just a bite. And I'm talking like minuscule bite of bitterness.
A nibble.
A nibble of bitterness. That's really the only thing I can say that I dislike about this one.
Yeah, geez. If you're a whiskey drinker and you don't like whatever's in glass number 1, there's something wrong with you.
Probably not.
You might be broken.
I'm broken.
You like it.
Woo, she's warm though.
She's warm.
I don't know if it's the combo of both of these, but I'm feeling a good hug coming in.
That's good whiskey in glass number 1.
I like it.
Yeah. I think both of these glasses could be dangerous in future rounds.
Well, only one can move forward.
They're deceptively flavorful. There is some proof there that allows them to linger a little more on your palate. It builds a bigger finish. These could be tough to beat in future rounds.
Glass number 2 definitely has in my opinion, a superior nose.
It's stronger. Certainly.
It is lovely. The nose is just wonderful on glass number 2. I didn't take a sip yet. I was burping.
Sure. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but I have a decision.
It's like a blueberry pie in glass number 2.
It really is.
It may be a power of suggestion that there's blueberry in here, but you said that and I was like, ooh, yeah. And then when I sipped that, I got a little crust, a little butteriness, the blueberry, some cream.
Let me put this idea in your head.
Yeah.
Strudel.
I do like a strudel. I've never had a blueberry strudel. It's usually like...
You have now.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
I like both of these very much, and I like
Yeah.
them both for different reasons.
Yep.
I have a decision here.
Amazing. I do not.
Let's keep sipping.
Yep. I actually have no idea which way you're going to go. Sometimes I can kind of figure it out, but you've said such positive things about both of these that I'm like, I don't know.
I am enigmatic today on day 7. Chose to break out my lumberjack shirt and just behave enigmatically.
Yep. Taking that swing of the axe to one of these. So I think I have a decision.
Do you?
It didn't come easy. This round, I'm thinking in more of what could be a challenger moving forward. That's my line of thinking right now.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Holy smokes! I was
flipped
like,
on this 3 or 4 times.
I can't believe it. I thought, oh, with that tea note, I always move anything that tastes like tea forward, and I thought, there's no way he's moving that forward. I am quite literally shocked.
I'm
actually.
shocked at myself.
Yeah.
Because I like glass number 2 so much.
Yeah.
But glass number 1, the way that it coats my tongue and
Yeah.
it just hangs around forever and ever and ever. I think glass number 2 had some brighter, interesting flavors, but I think glass number 1 brought even more interest for me. I don't know. I think it's great.
I loved glass number 1 for exactly what you said, but glass number 2 to me, even though that first sip I thought, oh, sweet, this is going to be easy. I don't like this at all because there was a lot of nuttiness. It was rich, and those flavors, in my head, I was thinking this could be a competitor in the next round, and that's why I chose it.
I think they're both competitors.
Yep.
I think they're both delicious. And there you go. I just chose glass number 18. Julie chose glass number 32. They're moving on to the next round. Both of them, we just keep splitting.
I love it.
Way more than we have in the past.
I think this is way more fun this way. Maybe not, but it does show that everyone has a different palate.
Round number 2 seems like it's going to be chaos. We hope that you're here for it, and we'll be right back after this.
Was your whiskey hand-selected by the Bourbon Van? If not, it should be. Click the link below in the description and get yours today. It's the second time we've gone backwards on the numbers, where 26 is on the right, Julie pour, and 19 is in the Do Not Disturb glass.
We have no idea what these are. Let's get to the nose.
She smells proofy. Oaky.
Caramel.
Ooh, glass number 2 smells like tropical. Peaches, cream, a little sugary.
I think both of these have a little bit of a tropic aroma to them.
Yep. Oh boy, here she comes.
And I think they both have a lot of brown sugar on them.
I'm distracted by glass number one because there is a bit of astringency. I hate saying astringency because that's kind of a negative term, but there is something there that's proofy about it.
Well,
Little heat. Oh, I wanted to cheers. We won't. Band-Aid is what I got on that. Ooh, but I like the palate. Ooh, this is delicious.
I could see this being a rye.
It's dry, but not annoying dry. There's saliva on my palate, but it's also dry. Like, it's just kind of like cut a layer off. That doesn't sound great. Sorry about that.
Lemon, light brown sugar, and vanilla frosting settling in on the finish. Mm-hmm. I like glass number one. Nice finish, coats well. Tasty whiskey. That's interesting whiskey. That's good.
There's a little tobacco as well on the finish. I didn't think I was going to like glass number one. Maybe because I wasn't getting much from the nose, but...
You got Band-Aid on the nose. I'm not getting Band-Aid, but I get bourbon on the nose and rye on the palate. So, who knows?
The more you sit with it, the more the flavors are showing themselves. It's actually more delicious 30 seconds, a minute later, even longer than when you sip it initially. Like, I thought it was like, ooh, this is yummy. And then I'm just sitting here and they just keep coming. It just keeps giving me more.
What a finish. What a finish on this whiskey.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, I like this one. Day 7, huh? I might still be tasting this one on day 8. The finish on this is enormous.
This one smells a bit bready.
I agree.
Let's drink it. There's like apricot on this.
Yeah.
Sugar and cream.
Sugar.
There's like creamy. I always think like
a vanilla yogurt, maybe.
Yeah. Ooh, it's nice.
Not as striking off the bat. Glass number 1 was very striking, but this one, that apricot sort of peachy flavor that's what's coming around on the finish. It's quite nice. It's very active right now.
I was so enamored with glass number 1, and I took a sip of glass number 2, and I thought like it's not going to live up to it. And then those flavors kind of came on strong. And I forgot why I liked glass number 1.
Are you saying this is another good matchup from Peach Coke?
Peach Coke.
Man, I hate to give him so many compliments. It's going to go straight to his head. He'll be insufferable after this.
Insufferable. Vanilla bean on this one. It drinks a little thin. If I had a complaint, I think it drinks a little thin but hot.
Thin but hot. Vanilla bean instead of frosting. Very well balanced, I think, if you prefer something a little less sweet.
Yeah.
It's a nice whiskey. It is semi-striking, but it doesn't wow me with that first sip the way that glass 1 did.
Like my autobiography.
That's right.
Yeah. I like this one because I do think there's a nice sweetness here, but it's not like cherry, strawberry, red fruit sweetness. There's something, I want to say like orange or yellow about it, because those are those apricots, those peaches. They're those not sexy fruits that we like to talk about.
What is not sexy about a peach? It might be the sexiest fruit.
It could be, yeah. Real question.
Here it comes.
Peaches. Do you like them hard, like where you're like biting into them, or do you want them to just drip with juiciness?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah. Because people actually are on two sides of the coin on this one.
I like a snap when I bite into it, but I like it to give a lot when I bite into it.
Yeah, and I want it to be almost to the point of where you shouldn't be eating it. Like, I want it so soft that like your teeth,
like you could eat
like
it
your
off the
teeth
pit in
barely
one bite.
touch it, and it's just like you're ripping away like all of the outside, like the skin and the fruitiness of it, and the juices just come. Yeah.
I always knew you were a savage, and
let's cut this. This is
I
probably not a great conversation.
I always knew you were a savage, and I know it now more than ever. I'm gonna cleanse my palate. I want to go back to glass number 1 because I don't even remember what it tasted like after all that. I'm gonna say it again for the second time today. I think I have a decision already. Of course, I'll go back and forth again.
Then change it and
change it, and then be disappointed in myself.
You're not disappointed you changed your mind, right? Ooh.
I don't know. This is it's so hard when you don't know anything about what's in the competition.
I know.
Like last year we were blind, but we knew what bottles were in it. This is so blind, it actually I have anxiety from it.
No, but I think this is nice because a lot of times when you're like, oh, we know it's X versus Y, I'm trying to figure out what I'm drinking. Like,
yeah, this could be one of 1,000 distilleries.
I know, and so it's kind of fun and a bit stressful, but also like it doesn't really matter. At the moment, it feels less stressful for me to not know. But you're the one that deals with all the comments.
Wow, Glass 2 really coming on strong here the second time through.
Yep. At some point, you just have to make a decision and just hope that you did the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. Shoot.
Didn't change my answer at all.
I was going to go with that glass, and then at the last second, I thought, ooh, there's something with glass number 2 that I don't like, and I liked it so much.
Glass 1 is fantastic, no doubt about it. Had one of the best finishes we've experienced in this entire tournament. Glass number 2 for me was brown sugar grilled peaches, ultimately. And that as we drank them down, the prevailing flavor on glass number 1 got a little muddy. On glass number 2, it was that brown sugar grilled peaches that kept hanging around and building and getting better and better. So that's why I went with it. They're both spicy, they're both sweet, they're both fantastic. I love them both. On to the next day number 8, the final day of the first round.
I can't believe it's here already.
Oh, it'll be here before
this
you
is
know
the crazy part, at least for us, like to get through the first round.
The 4 days.
The 4 days.
The craziest thing today is that this is the first day of the tournament that you and I have chosen different whiskeys in the first matchup and the second matchup. So it's going to be real chaos in the second round. You don't want to miss it. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for day number 8 of round number 1 from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, no, I like that one.
I definitely picked a better whiskey.